But I just want to draw your attention to sort of a bit of data. And this is something, again, to give you some idea of where the payoff comes from putting in something like this in terms of it. Now, what you're looking at here is a slicing and dicing of port state control inspection information around, and this are focused on deficiencies rather than detentions, because blissfully detentions are much rarer, but deficiencies are quite often, and they are can be kind of costly to you in terms of like the reputation with charterers and so on. So what you're looking at there on the grey line, that's like the common sort of market. When you look at the the sort of dark blue line, that's people who are using OTG's ocean learning platform. Okay, so that's like without the competency management system. So there's a big drop there in terms of, you know, the way I look at that is it's because they have a structured way of managing training, they're going to have some sort of advantage there. I'm not saying it's because they're necessarily as well, it's all down to them using our systems. That's obviously not the case. There's all sorts of reasons why these people are top performers, but that's a typical thing. But when we look at the other things that they can use that give them another small advantage as well, and on the left you can see this is the competency evaluation system. So this is not a competency management system, but it's people who regularly assess their crew. So not just assess them from a recruitment perspective, but assess them sort of on an ongoing basis. And you can see that they get a bit of a bounce there, around 14% lower. But it's the CMS ones that have the biggest drop there. So, and again, those people that run CMS, they tend to be the top operators. So that could be the reason why. But I think what it shows you is that there is we see a definite trend amongst those that employ the use of a CMS on board their vessels over everybody else for whom we can sort of observe the data for. And I think it's the kind of behaviors that the CMS encourages that I think leads to that sort of improved performance. So that's just to kind of set the scene for you, in that there is a really strong driver for doing this. It does tend to give you good performance across the board.